Honda maintains that the NSX is a globally developed car, using teams in Japan and the US. But it's no secret that the primary market for it is North America, where it'll be badged as an Acura and has to act as a halo model for that mark. As a result, its appearance is intended to suit the US, so the NSX wears shiny black plastic and some chrome with no apology. As a result, its appearance is intended to suit the US, so the NSX wears shiny black plastic and some chrome with no apology. Beneath its shapely body, which is part aluminum and part plastic, lies a mixed material space frame. In its makeup, it's not unlike the aluminum space frame that lies beneath an Audi R8, but there are a few different materials used here and there: steel for the A-pillars, for example, so they can be narrower, and a carbon fiber floor. Hung from both ends are aluminum subframes that hold the suspension and powertrain, which itself is rather more complicated than the first NSX of all those years ago. There are magnetorheological dampers on the double wishbone suspension, while the power goes to all four wheels, of a fashion. Behind the cabin is a low-slung 3.5-liter V6 petrol engine, with turbochargers sitting outside the V in order to keep the center of gravity lower. The engine revs to 7,500 revolutions per minute and produces peaks of 500 bhp and 406 pounds-foot. Fixed to the V6 is a 47 bhp electric motor, and behind that a 9-speed dual-clutch automatic gearbox, all of which drive the rear wheels. At the front, meanwhile, sit two 36 bhp electric motors, one driving each front wheel and giving the NSX a vast array of torque vectoring properties, and also meaning that, along with a few of the NSX's 10 radiators, there's no luggage space under the bonnet. The NSX's cabin, then, is a reasonable enough place in which to spend serious amounts of time. The seat adjusts well enough and, although the steering wheel would benefit from being both rounder and able to be pulled closer to the driver, it's simple enough to find a good driving position. The main instruments and dials are clear. Swap between the various drive modes and the instrument cluster reacts accordingly, too, but you'll always have a rev counter front and center, with a digital speedo alongside. This was the foundation of the new NSX, a powerful sports hybrid. But with more power came further challenges. To control that power we switched our attention to the driver. It stretched our minds in many different ways, and the result is a feeling of total connection as you drive, an affinity never thought possible.